They've changed their name to the Rebels. So Rebels, Jags, 12 UA. Shout out Jeremy King on the broadcast here today. Appreciate his support through all of this. All right, so the Rebels will be in white, coming at you towards the camera. Jaguars are in black and their black jerseys, heading away from you to the far end. Puck drop coming up in just a second. All right, looks like it's the Skolnick line with Riley Jeffers and Cohen King, with Davenport and Melby on the blue line. Of course, we got our main man in net, Mr. St. John, as always. Puck drop one to the Rebels. Possessed back thrown forward. Held in the neutral zone. Rebels poke it free, coming towards. Good back check by Riley. Is able to turn it. Turnover in the middle. Missed it up front. Scramble in front of the net. And it looks like they push it through and score early on into the game. thought the whistle blew before the net, but they're talking about it here. Refs are talking about where the faceoff will be and if it went in or not. Lots of conversing here. We're going to see what the call is. No goal. Okay. So I'm getting note from our eagle eye camera operator that it looks like that there was 2 pucks in the net, or one was still in the net. So they're going to bring it back to center ice and start it all over again. Same group out there. Oh, actually, no, they're going to bring it down low into the defensive zone. So still have Skolnick, King, and Jeffers on the offensive lines. Davenport and Melby are back. One back, Riley Jeffers around the back of the net, pressured, turns it over in front of the net. Another chip shot held. Rebels hold it into the zone. Chipped forward, and Riley gets it out of the net. Skolnick is giving chase on the forecheck to the Rebels, who turn around, throw it back up, get it to their wing and out of the zone. Defense made a change. Emma comes across to clean it up. Rebels regrouping and coming back in on the left side. Shot, good save by Declan with the leg pad. Behind the net. Gage is able to tie him up. King engaged with the puck. Gage brings it around the backside, sends it up. Jeffers is able to try to get it out. Held strong and tough on the blue line by the Rebels again. Emma's got it in the middle of the ice, gets it out of the zone, turned over back to the Rebels. Send it in. Gage has it in the corner. Looking for a pass. Is unable to get it through to the zone. Shot goes just wide of the net to Declan's right. Packed back up to the point. Pass across. Tam is given pressure. Sent around the backside, back around to the defensive point. Rousseau gets there first, but is not able to clear the zone as they're holding the boards tightly. Shot comes up high. Ricochet bounce, good kick save by Declan once again. Puck gets sent around the backside of the boards. Emma's on it. Held in tight again. Luca's giving chase. Pass across D to D. Gage Perkins on it. Pressure at the blue line. Oh, is able to slip the pass through. Toe drag. And we're going to get looks like a tripping call on Emma Ward. We'll see who they take to the box. All right, so Ward goes to the box to serve 2 minutes for tripping, or a minute and a half for tripping. Defensive zone faceoff. We have Alex Tam with Colt Williams and Luca Bates. Melby is the other defenseman. Luca on the draw. Faceoff win. Tam is able to get a tip on it. Comes through. Shot goes wide, getting tipped wide by the defense. Battle behind the net. Luca picks it up, the puck. He gets it out to Tam, who's able to chip it out, up and out of the zone, giving chase on it as the defense goes back to retrieve it. Alex almost gets that picked off, forces a bad pass. Colt Williams is able to get it. Pass forward, gets off the stick of Tam, turned back over through the neutral zone. Coming up the right side, cuts back to the middle. Colt reaches out and grabs it. Scramble in front. Puck gets passed around the backside of the boards. The Rebels are set up on their power play. Pass to the center in the slot, high slot. Declan's able to hold it, freezes it, and gets the whistle. Blake Yates and Grayson Martin out there with Davenport and Perkins on defense. Blake on the draw. It's tipped forward by Davenport to the point. Gage is giving chase along the boards. Held in. Fired through, hit one of the Rebels, and is bouncing close to held in by the Rebels. Martin pressuring in the corner. Blake Yates as puck gets through to the slot, deflected and knocked down by Perkins, who knocks it off the boards, off the ref. Apparently cleared the zone and is offsides. 23 seconds left in Emma Ward's penalty. Yates is on the faceoff with Grayson Martin as his right wing. Davenport and Gage Perkins on the defense. Faceoff one, a scramble at center. Looks like it was in offsides again. We're going to reset and do it again. Puck brought deep, not able to be held in by the Rebels. Pressed by Grayson Martin, comes back along the left side, goes outside and around Davenport, passes to the middle, gets a good shot on net. Declan with the save, comes free to Davenport. Davenport gets it out of the zone, sends it down, will be an icing call as they reset and get a defensive change. Declan's playing very well in the early going, already with at least 5 or 6 shots on net that he's been able to get his pads on and clear it. So we got Rousseau. Now that Ward's out of the box, everybody's back to even strength. Rousseau is out there with Blake Yates and Grayson Martin. Emma Ward, Colton Melby on defense. Tied up at center, trying to set it free. Gets a shot off, hits him in the belly. Held in by the Rebels. Another shot on goal that Declan's able to get and kick to the corner. Trying to chip it over the boards, isn't able to get it through. Held in again by the Rebels. Keep it in. Going around the right-hand side. Pass to the middle. Emma Ward's there to keep the stick off of it. Comes out to Blake Yates. Blake chips it out. Clears past. Grayson Martin is skating hard and might have an opportunity at it. Goalie's coming out. Martin's on it. It looks deflected to the corner and kicked back out. Held in by, looks like Colton Melby holds the puck in. Back around the first offensive. Rousseau's got it coming up the side. Kicks it to the front. Gets to the front of the net. Tipped wide and cycled back to the Rebels. Coming back the other way. Emma's trying to drive, force him to the right. Is able to disrupt it at the blue line and get it back to the neutral zone. Emma steps back up and kips it in from going into the zone. Defense looks to change as Riley tries to keep them tied up. Cut back in by the Rebels as they come into the zone. Cohen King is able to steal that puck, chips it out of the zone, almost gets a stick on it. Oh, and here it comes. Here's got Skolnick. Skolnick on a bit of a breakaway to the right. Oh, lost by, it looks like Jeffers after it. He's down in the corner getting up, trying to get back into the play. Rebels come back the other way. We got a 2-on-2. Looks like it comes in just barely on sides on the blue line. Davenport with the puck behind the net. Walling him off as Skolnick picks it up to carry it out of the zone. Skolnick comes up the right side. Puck is knocked free. Comes to Cohen King. Loose puck gets kicked back over to the Rebels and back the other way. Davenport at center ice is able to disrupt it. Tam throws it back deep. Looks like we're going to have Highland win the puck behind the net. Kept in the corner by the defense. Pass to the middle. Tam's got it in the feet and kicked out and kicked loose. Puck comes out of the zone. Davenport tips it, sends it back in off sides, and the whistle will blow the play dead. Looks like we got Luca Bates out there with Tam and Rousseau, Melby and Perkins on defense. Melby's able to wall him off the offense as comes around the backside of the net. Kicks it up the boards. Hold in momentarily. Luca Bates is able to pick it up. Kicks it over to Tam coming through the neutral zone. Good back check by the Rebels to cut it off. Into the zone. On the blue line, the battle for the puck. Squirts free to the Rebels. Coming across. Good back check by Luca Bates to send it deep and around. Tam cuts him off along the half boards. Tries to cut it out to the middle. Turns it over. Puck's bouncing in the high slot. Kicks to the corner by the Rebels. Picked up there. Pass to the front. Nobody there. Luca picks up the puck. Sends it down the ice. Looks like it's going to be another icing call. All right, so it looks like Blake Yates is out there with Luca Bates and Grayson Martin. We got to change Skolnick coming in at center. Colt Williams and Emma Ward on the defensive pairing. Puck won behind the net by Skolnick. Emma's got it in the corner, pressured by two Rebels, turns it over, but right back to Skolnick. Tries to carry it out of the zone, gets it free. Able to poke it through the last defenseman. He's got one on him who does a great job defending it and kicking it to the corner. Puck lost and trying to come out. Emma Ward tries to pinch and it's able to that was Colt Williams. Pinch pass. Gage is able to, or looks like we got a call coming on Highland. Looks like Alex Skolnick going to the box, minute and a half for tripping. Back to shorthanded. Blake Yates will take the faceoff with Grayson Martin, and Emma and Colt Williams still on the defensive pairing. Puck won forward by Blake, sent back. Emma's able to chip it out of the slot. Kicked free. Great slaves by Declan as the rebound gets kicked right to the Rebels and gets a second shot on goal. Declan St. John with another good quality save. Dumped deep by the Rebels as they reset. Emma fighting off in the corner on the puck. Blake going to the support. Chipped around Blake, carried to the high slot. Shot, glove save by Declan. Emma kicks it back around to the boards where Rebel's waiting. Rebel fans on the shot. Emma Ward takes it, is able to chip it out of the zone. Passes it up, misses Blake's stick, and goes down low. 45 seconds left in the penalty. The Rebels regroup and are coming back strong through the middle of the ice. Carried in onsides, set up at the top. Shot fired, goes wide of the net, might have hit a body. Rebels set it up, pass to the D. Tries to kick it back. Colt Williams is there to intercept. Sends it down, is tipped, and checks up there on its edge, giving a chance for the Jags to make one defensive change. Davenport out onto the ice, still Martin and Blake Yates on the wings. Puck's down into the corner. Chipped up and out by Rousseau. He's giving chase hard. Regroup by the Rebels. Pass comes across. Defense comes over to help. Shot from deflected and knocked down in his feet. Tipped around behind the net. Rebels retain possession. Good move there in the corner. Is able to kick it free, get it out. Davenport fights off the man in front. Puck support coming. Davenport chasing him to the corner. Gets his body on him in the corner, right in your living room. Davenport gets the puck, chips it around. Riley Jeffers is able to chip it up and pass it out of the zone. Rebels coming across hard to close it out. Turned right back over and back into the zone. Gets it to the slot and a dot. Good save by Declan. Puck is free. Riley chips it out to the corner, held in by the Rebels. Davenport is able to wall off the progress of the wing up the boards. Four-man pile up in the corner here. Everybody's trying to dig it out. Puck is still moving there. Davenport holding it in against two Rebels. Using his feet, gets it tipped up and out. Chips it right to the Rebels who hold it into the zone. Declan with a glove save and holds on for the whistle. Skolnick on the draw. He's with Tam and looks like Luca Bates as the wings. Wins it forward. Alex Tam's able to help chip it out of the zone. Given pressure, Skolnick picks up the loose puck, carries it in into the zone, intercepted by and held in on the blue line momentarily. Gets chipped back. Now we got a little bit of a puck race. Emma's back hard to hold it from coming in. Rebels throw it in front. Puck is deflected back behind the net. Skolnick picks up the puck, looking to break it out. No wing there as the defense holds into the zone. Turned over, goes around Emma's right to the dots. Misses the shot wide, right between the circles. Great chance there for the Rebels. Coming to the front of the net. Declan's able to get another save on it. Great save by Declan St. John. Gage with the reversal. Loses his edge, falls down, turns around. Declan is able to offset the wraparound. Rebels are pressuring now. Good pass to the middle. Luca Bates gets back to get a stick on it to deflect. Alex gets it and gets it out to Skolnick, who's able to send it down the ice. Another icing call. Ice has been tilted in this direction most of the first period. The Rebels are really putting good pressure on. Declan St. John's doing a great job of keeping it out of the net.
I think you're going to have to quit your day job.
Russo's out there with Martin and Blake Yates. Colt Williams and Melby on as the defensive pairing. Defensive zone faceoff. One to the side. Quick shot behind the net. Comes back off the boards, and Declan's able to freeze it. So it'll be right back where it was. Reset and do it again. Puck dropped, tied up in at center ice, or at the dot. Rousseau's able to clear it out of the zone. Regrouped by the Rebels. Stolen as the transition. Blake's able to chip it past him, although not able to get around him to get the puck. Puck goes deep. Held in by the Jags. Martin has the puck behind the net. Pressured by two Rebels there. Blake's there to help him. Puck squirts free and up the boards, the sideboard. Rebels try to clear it out. Gets through Colt Williams, and it's going to lead to a 2-on-1. Melby turning to force him to ride to the right. Blocker save. The puck is straight up. And it looks like the goalie got knocked back into the net along with the puck. They're calling it a goal. So 2:08 left in the first period. It looks like it's going to be 1-0 Rebels. I don't know. That puck bounced straight up. It might have rolled off of Declan's back and into the net, but he certainly took some contact there in the crease. Haven't put the goal on the board. Not sure if that's for any other reason other than scorekeeper. Puck dropped. Skolnick wins it forward. Sends it deep. Riley Jeffers is working hard to get there first. One off the puck by the Rebels defenseman for the turnaround. Puck one chipped through. Emma Ward held in. Looks like Jeffers might be hurt coming to the bench. Tam jumps on in his place. Declan with the save. Davenport tries to send it up the boards, loses it in the corner. They're trying to hold the puck. Battle along the boards. Body's on the ground here. The Davenport's still trying to fight off the wing. Chips it across to Emma. Emma's trying to tip it around the boards, loses it onto the wall, and it's turned over. 3 Jaguars along on the wall. Good pass there to get it out by the Rebels. Behind the net. Pressuring there. Cohen King on the puck. Along with Skolnick. Skolnick loses it. Davenport chips it past. He's able to get it past both up to Alex Tam coming up the right-hand side with a little bit of speed. Throws it deep. I'm not sure why he slowed up on the play, but he was cut off by the defenseman. Turned over. Here comes the Rebels back the other way. Up the middle of the ice. Emma and Ethan trying to keep them tight. Pass to the right side. Emma gets over quickly. Shot that goes wide. Davenport chasing it to the corner. Held in by the Rebels. Davenport trying to fight him off. Cohen King passes it up off the boards to Skolnick. Not able to keep it out. Davenport picks it up and sends it out of the zone. Davenport tries to pass it off the boards. It's intercepted. Coming in with some speed is number 16. Coming back across the dots. Passes it to his defenseman. Good play there. Tipped shot on net. It looks like it goes just a little bit wide. Looked like he got hooked there in the corner, but no call. Skolnick picks up the puck with 8 seconds left. Sends it up. Not out of the zone. Held in again. Circles around deep with 3 seconds left. Davenport's out of gas. Pass to the middle. Good tip by Declan to get it loose. Regroup from the Rebels. Passed forward to Luca Bates. Makes the red line, sends it deep. No icing on the call. Pass behind the net, intercepted by Bates. Into the corner. Pass up to Gage Perkins, who throws it on towards the net. Looks like deflected, and it looks like Alex Tam with the deflection, and then gets the rebound and puts it in. Great job by Alex Tam to get the redirect and put it home. All right, so hopefully the sound picks up from here. I can't see very far to our side of the ice, but Riley with the shot, throws it into the corner, kicked to the corner by the goalie. Riley back trying to pinch, passed up and out of the zone. Colt goes D to Emma Ward with the hot pass, throws it back in deep. The Rebels looked like it was waved off by one ref and called by the other, so it'll be icing and sent all the way down. So the Skolnick line with King and Jeffers is out there. Colt Williams, Emma Ward on defense. What do you have to say about that first goal? How was it? No? All right. No commentary from the fan.
Great rebound. Shot and rebound.
Face off one deep by the Jags behind the net. Kicked out to the defense for the Rebels. Shot goes wide of the net to Declan's left, around behind. Rebels have it in the corner. Pass to the middle of the ice. There's only one defenseman there, two Rebels. Shot goes wide again. Skolnick has it in the corner, sends it up and around. Jeffers trying to beat it there to beat it out. Colt Williams gets a hand on it, but it's down into the corner. Pass to the middle again. Nobody there this time. Intercepted as Skolnick tries to fly by, wasn't able to get it out of the zone. Puck is in the middle of the ice, tipped forward. Cohen King has the puck strong on it, gets it ahead to Riley Jeffers. Riley's got a breakaway. One-on-one with the goalie. Shot. Puck goes loose. Goalie kicks it off the post and wide. Good pressure there. Held in by Emma Ward. Skolnick tries to hold it, but it's chipped out. 3-on-1 coming back the other way. Davenport's back trying to break it up. Gets to the puck first, holds it on the boards. Gets his team back on the back check. Puck's in the corner. Chips up and out. Now they got, it looks like Skolnick's got the puck. One-on-one, is able to cut back to the middle. Skolnick with a shot well over the board to the right-hand side. King's on it. Is able to chip it behind the net. Circled around behind by the Rebels. Dekes it around and sends it up the middle. Blake isn't able to hold it in at the blue line, but gets the turnover for a second. Corralled, and then Davenport wins it forward in the neutral zone. Gathered again by the Rebels, coming back into the middle. He's able to deke around Davenport, around both. Great save again by Declan St. John with the left leg. Puck was centered in a great opportunity for the Rebels. Flipped forward. Grayson Martin's hard on it. He'll beat it there for the no icing. Picked up by the Rebels and circled around behind the net. Blake Yates giving chase, trying to cut off. He's able to chip the puck. Tries to win it. Loose at the neutral, picked back up by the Rebels. Nice toe drag there, but Berkins comes across and deflects it. Held in at the blue line by the Rebels' defense. Blake Yates gets to the puck first. Chips it up, held in again at the blue line. Tried to pass it forward, but it looks like, can't tell who that was. That Melby maybe chipped it up and out of the zone. Scramble for the puck. Held in for a moment. Martin tries to chip it by, but it was intercepted by the defense. Thrown deep by the Jags. Rousseau giving chase behind the net. Holds it there strong before it turns over to the Rebels. Coming back on the breakout out of the zone. Cole Williams intercepts. Sends it across to Grayson. Grayson dumps it deep. Off the ref's foot. Trying to shovel it out. Again hits the ref. Martin is able to hold it in. Sends it behind the net. Tam after it, but it goes behind into the Rebels defense. Attempted to be held in. Couldn't hold it. Poke check gets the Rebels on the go. Up the right-hand side. Rousseau's, big collision there. Not sure what happened. It looks like the two of them were cutting at the same time. Late hit by 42 here along the boards. 9 minutes left in the second period. Looks like Luca Bates chips it forward. Oh, Luca almost gets that on net. Good poke check by the goalie. Alex Skolnick wins it. Back to Luca in the corner, tries to center it, but isn't able to get it. Skolnick is walked through by the Rebel. He's coming through, is able to deke it around Colt Williams, trying to get back. Looks like a good blocker save by Declan St. John. Tam is breaking it out of the zone up the right-hand side, chips it deep to get it around. Coming around the net. Go get it, Alex. Alex gets a stick on it. Held in. Oh, Gage isn't quite able to hold it in. Regroups and sends it deep. Cohen King's going to be on it first. Behind the net, Cohen King's chopping at it, trying to bust it loose. Sent up the boards. Held in by Emma Ward for a moment and then lost back and out. Skolnick sends it deep, but King's not quite back on sides yet after the collision.
Keep fighting, Cal.
Rousseau on the face-off. It looks like he's with Cohen King, and it looks like O'Reilly Jeffers. One into the zone for the offensive zone. Back to the neutral zone. Davenport tries to pit, but it's chipped around. Emma Ward comes and cleans it up, but isn't able to get it out of the zone. And it looks like we're going to have a interference call on the Rebels. So the Jags will get their first power play of the game. 7 minutes, just under 8 minutes left in the second period. 1-1 score in the second. Offensive zone face-off. It looks like Rousseau is with King and Jeffers. Davenport and Ward on the blue line. Rousseau wins the faceoff, tries to get a shot on net, goes wide. Riley Jeffers gets there first, passes it up to Ward, throws it quickly back behind the net. King's trying to get there first, but it's recorded by gathered by the defense. Trying to carry it up. Davenport holds the zone well, is able to keep it in momentarily. Picked back up by King as he comes up the side. Good poke check by the Rebels defense, kicks it to the corner. Tries to pass it out. Jeffers trying to hold it in, held in momentarily. Rousseau takes it along the boards. Holding off three defensemen. Emma steps up to hold it in. Chips it back deep. And then sends it back around the boards again. Riley Jeffers is going to be pressuring. Able to chip it. Scramble for the pucks in the Rebels defenseman's feet. Kicks it through. Rousseau is going to pressure, so Emma Ward gets it on the boards. Throws it on net. Riley with the tip. It's in front. Loose puck again. Right, saved by the goalie. Riley Jeffers sends it around. Emma's coming back to the boards again. Sends it deep this time, doesn't have a shot. King's on it, tough to hold it. Nice chip out of the zone for Davenport trying to squeeze it. Emma Ward gathers it, looking to pass it up. Riley Jeffers chipped by into the zone, but picked up by it's lost. Turned over. Pass almost gets through to Blake. Blake keeps on it, fighting it for the corner. Good body by the Rebels. Emma Ward chips it to Rousseau. Rousseau's looking to gather it. Has it holding it on the blue line, sends it deep. Not sure with the whistle blowing while the Jags had the puck. It apparently looks like it's going to be offsetting calls. Not sure what the ref's calling. It looks like we got. I'm taking it as a interference call on the Rebels. So power play for the Jags. There's only 1 second left in the original Rebels power play. You got a 5-on-3 for just 1 second. Skolnick on the draw. One back by the Rebels. Blake trying to fight off to gather the puck. Chipped around. Rebels will pick it up. They start their kill on their second penalty. Cole Williams holds the zone. Nobody there to help pressure the puck. It's chipped up and out. Melby Melby tries to fight it off, is able to retain possession. Hard on him by the Rebels wing. Throws it to the middle, nobody there. Williams throws it behind the net and then cycles it around the boards. Melby chips it up, squeezed hard by the Rebels D on the penalty kill. They're keeping it in the Jags territory. Weird bounce off the boards, chipped up and out, held by Colt Williams gets it, kicks it forward. We got Skolnick tries to get it through, and Grayson Martin's there fast. Colt's not there to hold the blue line, so the puck comes out of the zone. Passes it D to Melby. Melby holding it tight, passes it up. Blake's able to touch it and get it deep. Rebels are trying to clear it up. Passes it back to Melby on the blue line. Throws a puck on net. Bouncing puck. Good save. Glove save by the goalie. 27 seconds left in the power play for the Jaguars. 1-1. A little bit more offensive zone pressure from the Jags in this period. 5:15 left in the second. Rousseau is centering Alex Tam and Luca Bates out there with Davenport and Perkins on defense. Puck drop is one to the Rebels. Tries to chip it around the boards. It's bumped up and out by Perkins. Davenport back giving chase. The call's for icing, and it just barely gets across the line for the icing call. Coming back to reset it in the offensive zone. Rousseau on the draw. Face-off won by the Rebels. Luca Bates fights hard to retain the puck. On his butt, is able to pass it up. Held in by Rousseau, sends it deep. Bates is on it. Tam on the back post. The pass comes through. Isn't able to hit a jag. Gage Perkins tries to intercept it and hold it on the blue line. Comes out, but he gets sent back. Rousseau's back on the back check. Pass across to Davenport. Sends it through and out with the pressure from the wing. Both teams are back to full strength. Pass goes in onto the net. Declan kicks it to the side. Pass comes up and out and through the zone. It's coming all the way down. Doesn't look like it'll have enough to get the icing call. Rousseau's giving chase. Working hard. Good reversal by the defense. But Tam's there to intercept. Turns it over. Luca Bates has it in the slot. Picks it up behind the net and circling back out. Luca tries to intercept. Perkins pressuring. He sends it wide. Davenport forces the wing wide with the puck. Good body there. Chips it up and around. Trying to clear the zone. It's getting caught a little high. Getting back in there. Rebels have it in the corner. Some stick checking, stick fighting in the corner. Picked up by Rousseau behind the net. Squeezed by the Rebel there. Turnover. Looks like it's going to be a battle on the half boards. Kicked up to the defensive on the blue line. Sends it deep. Davenport back to retrieve behind the net. Has one on him. Scrum. Rebels come out of the scrum with the puck. Pass to the middle. It's intercepted with the stick. Riley Jeffers clears it out. Davenport's trying to get it all the way across the blue line. Wasn't able to. Rebels hold it deep. Davenport gets it and sends it all the way down the ice, which will be for an icing. All right, puck is won behind the net by the Rebels. Sends it up top to the point. Chipped, bouncing puck, picked up by the Jags momentarily, but the Rebels are on it right away. Emma fighting it to try to get it and clear it out of the zone. Fight along the half boards. Gets kicked out to the defense. Shot comes through all the way, misses everybody. Hit with a high stick, it looks like, based on the indication by the ref, who's going to blow it dead. Good shot, tip wide by Riley, trying to deflect the puck. Sends it around to the corner. Skolnick's going to get there first. Sends it back around to the side. It's going to rattle around King and Emma Ward on that wall. Cohen tries to get it. It's almost stripped. Is able to stay on it. Shot goes towards the net. Jeffers is able to turn it. Tries to turn it on there. Gets a shot on net before getting planted on his keister. Good, strong defense by the Rebels, but Riley, as we know, can really pester a goalie down there. So Skolnick's still at centering Riley Jeffers and Cohen King, Emma Ward, and Colton Melby on the defensive line. One by the Rebels, trying to walk up through the ice with a little bit of speed, trying to get that speed and take it through the neutral zone. Melby's able to chip it and tip it past with a good stick. Skolnick picks it up there, trying to, it looks like Jeffers they're both off sides, looking to regroup. Jeffers takes it, is getting pressed by the Rebel. Melby's able to chip it forward. Emma's going to try to send it forward as well. Scramble at middle ice. Up the right-hand side into the defensive zone for the Jags. Passed up, Skolnick fighting some bodies, is able to bring it through. Holds it there, but lost the puck as he stepped back, turned over, and back the other way. Some good stick handling by 88 there in the corner. It's got a pass to the middle, just misses the target there. Looks like King is about out of gas there. Riley Jeffers is on the puck for the pressure behind. Good strong hold by the defensemen as they circle and regroup. Colt Williams is trying to step to Colton and Davenport. Colt Williams forcing it wide. Davenport forces it around the backside of the net. Tries to send it around the boards to a couple waiting Rebels. Holding it there. Davenport's able to strip him in the corner. Gives it right back. Using his body, kicks it forward. Riley Jeffers is able to squeeze it up and out of the zone. Looks like the ref was going to call a penalty, but not. All right, we got the. Looks like the centerman is calling Riley Jeffers. Not sure. They're not being very direct with any of their calls. Riley's standing there with a guilty conscience waiting to get into the box, but they're not quite sure what's going on or what the call is. These refs sure like to make sure they're all three on the same page, as they've gotten together on, I think, every single dead whistle to discuss what the call is. Guessing they're in training. Should have tried to play it off a little bit more, but he gets the call with the body contact along the boards. After a 4-minute delay to decide on the penalty, we got the 1.5-minute penalty on the board. 46 seconds left in the second period, 1-1 game. Certainly a much better showing from the Jags in the second period, keeping a lot of the ice and attention down on the Rebels' end. So it's going to be shorthanded. The face-off will be all the way down to Declan's right, I'm guessing. All right, so it looks like it might have been offsetting penalties. I'm not sure exactly. They're not on the board, and it's 5-on-5, but I definitely see a Rebel in the box, and I think Riley's ducked down over there as well. So we'll get more information on that later. Face-off was one that center ice tried to be sent deep by Davenport, sent back by the Rebels. Davenport tries to chip it. It's carried in briefly. Got a little bit of speed and up the left side into the defensive zone. Stolen by Blake Yates. Battle for the puck actually retained by the Rebels. Centering pass gets tipped wide. I don't know if Declan got a stick on that. Davenport's trying to fight it off in the corner. There's a pass to the middle, but Rousseau is on it. Try to be sent up and out. Looks like it's held into the zone just barely. Now it might have squeezed out and gets stopped for offsides. Face-off will be a 0.7 seconds left in the neutral zone, so this one's basically wrapped up for the second period. And we'll see you in the third. And I believe that's Skolnick. Draw one forward by the Rebels. Retain possession coming up the right side. Pass to the middle. Shot goes wide of the net by the Rebels. Declan scrambling to get back up. Alex Tam tries to step up to cut off the pass. Toe drag at the blue line. Sent into the corner. Emma Ward's on it first. Passes it up the boards. Tam there to support. Gets kicked to the slot. Perkins steps up. Gets his stick on. Good stick there by Gage to limit the passing opportunity in the shot. Tries to be thrown. It's around the net. Good pass to the middle. Misses the intended target. Shot goes through. Declan holds the puck, and we got a scramble in front from some extracurricular activities there. Looks like that led to a penalty on the Rebels there. I think it could have gone both ways. Faceoff's going to be all the way down on the offensive end. We have Rousseau with Yates and King, along with Davenport and Melby on the blue line. So it looks like the Jags are back on the power play for a minute 30, just into the game, or just into the period. 13 minutes, 24 seconds left in the third. 1-1. Picking up the action, the Rebels have it behind the net. Lost puck, Blake almost retained it to get a shot, but the Rebels keep it on the breakout on the penalty kill. Trying to get it deep into the Jag zone. Davenport back to retrieve it. Bouncing puck. Gets knocked on his butt by number 73, who holds it into the zone. Pass goes to the middle. King isn't able to get it cleanly out, but sends it off the boards to back to the Rebels deep. Blake Yates on the pass. Davenport to the boards, tries to send it up. Blake Yates gets it, squeezing through the right side, has an opportunity to get a shot. He's breaking in. Shot is a goal for Blake Yates on an assist by Davenport with the chip up the boards. Should be Blake Yates on the goal, Davenport on the defensive assist. And the Jags take the lead 2-1 on the power play. That will wipe out the remaining 41 seconds on the power play. 12 minutes, 35 left in the third. Skolnick centering Grayson Martin and Luca Bates. Colt Williams and Gage Perkins on the defensive side. Puck picked up by the Rebels coming in on the defensive left side. Looks like they are offsides here, but Grayson Martin picks up the puck, skating it back through the neutral zone. Puck rolls off the end of his stick and is turned over. Held in there. Skolnick's not able to retain it. A good toe drag there. It's a 1-on-2 here for the Rebels. Pass across behind his player. Good opportunity. Good look. Just missed the pass. Coming up the boards, 39. Flips it with his backhand. Declan gets it with the glove and hangs onto it. Perkins was matched up on the defense or the wing in front and held him off and forced the backhand pass from a hard angle. So Skolnick on the draw in the defensive zone, still with Luca Bates and Martin on the wings, Colt Williams and Gage Perkins on D. Ref backs him out of the circle. Skolnick wins it to the corner. Colt tries to play it up the boards. It's intercepted. Puck isn't seen, and Perkins misses it, goes all the way to the far boards. Luca Bates to it, sends it up, chipped out. Skolnick's not able to clear the zone. Gage is trying to clear it as well. Finally get it out. Regrouped quickly by the Rebels and right back in. Gage caught a little flat-footed. Coming all the way around. Up. Tries to get the backhand. Misses the net to the wide. Skolnick picks it up. Tries to send it out. Grayson's cheating out of the zone a little bit. It's held in by a good defensive move. Colt Williams is trying to play the body. Pass across. Declan holds the puck with his stick. So Colt Williams and number 90 are getting after it a little bit after the play with some physicalness. Full sail change as we have Rousseau, Tam, and Yates out there with Emma Ward and Colton Melby on D. Rousseau will take the draw to the right of Declan. Rebels are getting a lot more pressure in the third period here. The Jags need to try to flip the ice. Face-off won quickly by the Rebels out to the blue line. Pressure by Tam there forces a bad chip and pass. Chipped up and out of the zone. Blake Yates is on it, is pressuring the D, trying to get there. Goes D to D for regroup for the Rebels. Sent through the middle of the ice. Melby rolls off Melby's stick. Declan's going to do the smart thing and cover it and get a face-off. Same group out there, face off to the left of Declan. Won again by the Rebels, but Tam is on it, forces the chipped out of the zone. Coming up the left-hand side, has a 2-on-1 opportunity, getting his stick lifted. Carries it to the corner and has it behind the boards. Getting leaned on quite a bit. Little scramble behind the net and a dead puck. Not sure what the call was, but they're stopping it. Might have been a hand pass or a high stick or something that's causing it to come out of the zone. Ref is making sure they're backed out of the face-off circle again. All right, so we got Riley Jeffers still in the box. It looks like with a major. It's 5-on-5 full strength for everybody. I think there's still one rebel in the box as well. He should be coming out of his major penalty pretty soon. Someone behind the play is down. Looks like it could be Alex Tam. Not sure by the number. All right, so Alex Tam is up and off the ice. Looked like something with his left arm. Hopefully he's okay. Hopefully it's just a funny bone. All right, so it looks like they have the Skolnick with Yates and King, Colt Williams and Ethan Davenport on the blue line. Score is still 2-1 Jaguars. 10.5 minutes left in the third period. Davenport's able to clear it out of the zone, gets a little bit of body contact from 73 again, sent through the neutral zone, held up and picked up, but brought in offsides by Skolnick as Blake Yates couldn't get back in time, or that might have been Luca Bates. Face-off coming back to center ice for presumably an intentional offsides. One in scramble in the middle. Comes free to Davenport. Tries to send it up the left-hand side. Kind of fans on it. Picked up by the Rebels who bring it up the right-hand side. Cut into the middle. Gets around Davenport. Colt Williams tries to deflect. Good pass across. Great save by Declan St. John coming all the way across. But the pass comes back to the slot, and number 73 for the Rebels is able to bury it. Good initial save by Declan, but the scramble and the puck getting to the slot results in a goal. 2-2, and a good game so far. 10 minutes left in the third. All right, still Skolnick, King, and Bates out there with Davenport and Colt Williams. King lost an edge, so there's a free pick in and carry in by the Rebels. Coming up the defensive left side. Forced wide, Colt Williams is on the puck, tries to play a little bit of the body. He's able to get past him, holds it to the middle. Davenport leaning on the kid in front. Williams sends it up the boards. No one's there to pick it up. King allows the defense to cycle it back. Pass all the way across to the other D with a shot. Deflected and low. Declan gets across and makes a save as the puck's coming through. Good sprawl to his right side there and is able to hold it between his leg and blocker. Getting some fresh bodies on the ice for the Jags before the defensive zone faceoff. Looks like it's going to be Rousseau with Martin and Blake Yates. Colton Melby and Gage Perkins on the D line. Face-off retained by the Rebels, who tried to bring it low and behind. Rousseau's with it up behind the net. Oh, toe drag held in there. Good shot by the Rebels, getting it free. Melby is on the puck. 16 trying to cut to the middle. Gets a pass across. Great, good rip, but goes wide of the net. Martin needs to get to there to pinch the D, but it's sent in and through. Gage Perkins disrupts the pass. Sent through the middle of the ice back to their D. A hard shot is knocked down and deflected. Melby's able to chip it up and out. Grayson Martin is skating hard. He's going to have an opportunity at a breakaway here. Caught from behind by the defense. Good back check by the defenseman. Turning and coming back the other way. Gets through Melby. Gage Perkins is back to collect the puck. Looking to regroup. Hard press. Puck's on an edge. He lost the puck behind the net. Throws it out front, but nobody deflects wide and nobody's there. Melby is able to get it on his skates. Good, hard, low shot. And the Rebels are attacking the net hard at this point. Scramble there, no, surprised at a no call on both sides. Skolnick's taking the face off with Bates and Tam on the wings. Alex takes it, Tam behind the net, looking for a pass. It's intercepted. Oh, it gets to Luca Bates. Chipped up and out by Skolnick, but retained and brought right back in by the Rebels. Shot, Declan drops it behind the net. Davenport loses the puck behind the net.
I'll find him after.
Rebels come back into the zone. Good poke check by Davenport. Picked up again on the turnover. Puck comes through. Declan turns it to his right. Davenport up the corner. Another elbow by 73. I'll put that on stream. So Davenport leaning in to try to get the puck out. Kicked free by Skolnick. Skolnick kicks it up and out. Rousseau on the face-off with, looks like King and Yates at the wings. One back to the Rebels defense. Held in by the blue line. Good pinch by the Rebels D. Keeps it in and brings it low. Brings it to the front of the net. Declan's able to deflect it. Colt Williams throws it to the corner. Picked up. Oh, Cohen King flies by. Number 90 looking for the centering pass. It's broken up by Russo. Colt Williams fighting the stick off. Cohen King's able to pick it up, but good defense by the Blake Yates is able to chip it up and out. Cohen King's going to take it through the neutral zone. Keeps it, gets bodied off of it, but is able to get it deep. Fortunately, not held in time on the blue line by Colt Williams. Rousseau with the face-off. It looks like with Bates, or Yates, I'm sorry, and Cohen King. Hard charging as the Rebels pick it up in the corner. Held in on the wall by Blake. Sends it to the middle, but no one there. Turned over by the Rebels defense. Coming through the neutral zone with some speed. Goes wide on Emma. Emma's forcing on the defensive left. Pass to the middle. Stick lifted. Gage Perkins is still on the puck. Can't clear it out of the zone. Cycle back deep. Shot goes low and around the wide side of the boards. Held in by the Rebels. Sent back up to the point. Cohen King on it. Goes D to D. Gage Perkins is floating a little high. The shot comes through wide of the net. With some traffic, I don't think Declan saw that. King is able to hold the intercept it. Emma Ward there to support. Puck is and shot is going to go wide. Perkins is going to be there first. Chips it up, but can't get it out of the zone. Powered through. Declan's going to have to cover it. Covers it up before the Rebels wing is able to get there. Face-off is Skolnick in the defensive zone to the right of Declan. Puck is won back to Davenport on the wall. Looking to chip it through, loses it and turns it over to 73. He's able to cut to the center, gets a shot off. It's deflected by Melby with a good stick. Pass to the middle is intercepted by Skolnick, but turns it right back over. Colton Melby gets a skate on it. Good turnover there, or good skates. Skolnick trying to get there first, but the Rebels D gets there. Loses an edge along the boards at middle ice. A little bit of a scrum for the puck. Squirts out to the Rebels. Carrying it through. Gets around Melby. It's cut into the middle of the ice. Passes it across, nobody there. Pass to the center, nobody there. And gets chipped up and out. Grayson Martin is skating hard after it. Is he going to beat 42 to it? It looks like they're leaning on each other. Rebels retain it. Come up and out of the zone. Melby steps to it, is able to turn it and force the turnover, the throw behind the net. Skolnick tries to chip it up and out. Martin gets the puck, isn't able to clear it. Thrown back wide and around. Melby's going to get there first, has a little bit of room to work. Looks for the pass at the center, but misses his mark and is going to send it all the way down. Icing's waved off by the far ref, so it's going to come back the other way along the half boards. Held there by the Jaguars momentarily. Williams steps up, middle ice, and is able to chip it through. Puck comes up the right-hand side to Declan's right. Fires a hard shot just wide of the net. Picked up and cycled behind the net as well. Pass to the middle. Luca Bates gets a skate on it, kicks it back to the corner. Perkins picks up the puck, looking for a pass. Gets it to Rousseau, who backhands it, but it's held in by the Rebels again. This time it is cleared out. The Rebels look to regroup as they're getting back in on side. Number 40 steps through and is able to get a shot, but deflected wide. 88 tries to toe drag. Pass to the middle is intercepted. Luca Bates has some time around the wall. Turns it over to another pinching Rebel wing. Luca's trying to clear it through. Squared off by 3. Gage Perkins has it now behind the net. Tries to reverse course. Has a little bit of room. Gets the pass up to Luca, who, because of being pretty tired, tries to send it down. It'll be an icing call. Three minutes, 22 seconds left in the third period. It's 2-2. Close game. Hard battling team. Skolnick's on the face-off with Tam and Blake Yates. Davenport, Emma Ward on D. One to the Rebels. It's in the ref's skates. Gets kicked free. Skolnick tries to send it out, but is held in on the blue line. Rebels are able to hold it there. Skolnick intercepts a pass to the middle. Looks to chip it through, hits Blake in the skates, picks it back up, trying to carry it through the neutral zone. Skolnick is able to carry it into the zone. Looks like it's onside, trying to get it deep, held along the half boards. Kicked free. Alex Tam has it, tries to throw it on net before getting knocked off the puck. Puck is behind the net. 73 is turning and picking up some speed. Davenport and Emma trying to pinch back. Good interception at middle ice. Skolnick gets it, tries to get a hard shot wide of the net to the goalie's left. Battle for the puck in the corner. Blake Yates is on it. Gets sent up and picked off by the Rebels. Rebels are skating hard. Good back check, a good wall off there, and it looks like it gets turned over. Skolnick has it. He's carrying it in onsides. He's got to pass across. Tries to shoot it, isn't able to get it on net. Davenport trying to pinch the zone. Is knocked off the puck by 73 with a good hard play. Tam back with Emma Ward. 73 gets a hard shot, good blocker. Blake Yates is there. Can't get any wood on the stick. Tries to throw it up, and it's a turnover. Skolnick has it on the dot. Trying to backhands it softly up and turned over again on the wall. Sent deep. Brought through Davenport. Brought through. The shot goes wide. Ward loses a stick. Is able to pick it right back up. Has the puck between the slot. Puck's in some skates. Trying to get it out of the middle. Shot goes just wide over the goalie's glove hand. Rebels are really cycling hard now. Alex Tam is going to get to the puck in the corner. Looks like some of them are making a change. Alex tries to send it up and out and is able to get it down the ice. Rebels regroup quickly. Davenport gets his tip on the puck. It goes over the net. It's behind the net. Emma is able to kick it to the corner. Skolnick's going to pick it up. Loses it, trailing behind him. Davenport, he gets stepped around, but Skolnick's back on the back check to kick it to behind the net. Minute left in the game, 2-2. Rebels have it in the corner, looking for the pass across. Sends it up to the point. On an open shot, Declan gets the rebound. Oh, rebound is just wide. Good rebound control. Davenport's trying to scramble to keep a hold of it. Ethan's got the puck. He's coming up the boards. Come on, you got it!
Jags Nets open, final second of the game. Final score 3-2.